we are.
Saturday night.
All right. So I don't know if you can see, but we have the prettiest.
We can't see it.
Here.
It gets hot too.
I'll be right back.
Just hold that thought.
We have to have you guys see this. It's really, really pretty. There we go. It's not.
It looks like a half moon. That's okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Super pretty for our candlelight chat this evening.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's not working.
All right. We just click on this right there.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought you said click on that.
Both.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. So we are going to start off with if there's any past lives you're interested in, any art, any of the things that we talk about, you can find it on our website at Soul's Enlightenment. We have some friends joining us, don't we?
Sharon and Roxanne.
Yay!
Didn't we have fun today?
Oh,
that was so much fun.
It was an awesome,
the dream class.
awesome,
that was
fun
fun.
dream class.
It was very small. It was just 3
know,
people,
it was neat.
but it was so intimate, and we got to talk. And it's not just about dreams. We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
so it was pretty neat.
It was.
Yeah,
lots of past lives that came up.
Thanks, Roxanne.
Really cool.
She said she learned a lot.
That was super fun too.
Yeah,
loved it. All right.
Hi, Lisa.
So we thought we would start off with a question from one of our viewers.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it because it's not that long. And it's from Cindy Love. And Cindy is asking, if I understood you correctly, you said that gray entities recycle as they pass over. So do they not have guides or a chart? And that is a great question.
Yeah, because the only ones that recycle are lost light souls.
Yes.
Gray entities have not decided whether they want to go to the dark side, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term.
I'm thinking of Jedi.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name that started?
George Lucas?
He's so Gnostic, it's not even funny.
Oh, I know.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could talk to him. We should do a past life on him.
That's a great idea. I'll add him to the list.
Yes, add him.
But it's so interesting because I know this question that she's asking came off of a video when we were talking about how gray entities haven't decided and they come right back into life. However, right before they come back into life, there is like a holding type of a place. And it's really interesting because we had a trance. It was, years ago. And I asked Angus through Vera about the chart for gray entities. And it was so interesting because he showed you how their charts are even more packed than ours because they want to chart more options because they don't really want to be good. They're like, okay, I might do this, but maybe I'll do this. So he was saying how frustrating it is, huh, Vera?
Because they do have guides and they do have a chart, like you said.
Exactly. So they do have spirit guides, but it's so frustrating for their spirit guides because it's like they want to help them, right?
Well, we think they're frustrated because we have finite minds. We're here and they're over there. So I'm sure they're not frustrated, but
yeah, like they want to help them to learn and get better.
Yeah.
And they don't. It's like, I might do this over here. So it's just that grayness where they want to. Maybe they might, but it was so funny too because it was like almost like he said that it almost felt like they thought you might be tricking them. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I really want to be good. Yeah. So I'm going to chart these options over here where I can sneak out the back door. It was so weird because it was like you said that there's like lines all over crisscross. So it was like just like really hard to read because of that fact.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Yeah.
So that's your answer.
Yeah, so that is your answer. And they do have spirit guides, but obviously if they decide to go to the dark side, then they turn away from God and they turn away from their spirit guide and they don't listen and they don't listen. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, he did.
You want to help them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roxanne was saying that she thinks her daughter's father was gray and decided to turn to the light.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good news,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay. Yay
All right,
for the
now,
light. Yay for the light.
Since we're going through all kinds of different issues lately, we thought we'd talk about letters to the universe.
This is
And that
really,
helps us to get our thoughts on paper and then try to rectify things that maybe not going exactly how you'd like them to go.
Exactly. Yeah, we've been talking about this fiery energy and how it brings up a lot of, fire can either destroy and tear down, burn down, or it can transform and heal and all those good things. So, so we were trying to think, okay, one of the ways that might help us right now with this energy is letters to the universe, like Vera just said. And so, for example, if it comes to anyone that you might have in your life or work with, or in your family, or it might even be a legal issue, or anything, yeah,
that's bothering you.
What you could do is you can write a letter to the universe. And one of the things in our research that the other side had said also is that when it comes to dis-ease that we find ourselves in, mentally or physically or in any way, it's situations that are actually started by people, right? And so those people that are causing problems in our life are the ones that they were saying that you can start off with addressing for those issues. So what
Who's
you
they?
do?
They are saying
the other side was passing on this information, and so we can write a letter. It's not a letter that we send. It's a letter that you can write. They were saying, the other side was saying that you can hold on to these letters like in a notebook, just like what Vera has here, this kind of a notebook where you keep it so you can look back on it. Because they were saying how we spend so much time writing our troubles and diaries and stuff, but they want us to do this to help to transform it, right? And so we can write a letter, and for some reason they were saying write one letter a day, not like a whole bunch. Focus on one letter a day, and you want to, am I missing something?
No, Roxanne was saying, what can put out fire? Water? Maybe the pond my daughter is trying to complete is a good thing. Hi, baby girl.
Is
My
that
little
Emmy?
Emmy. Yeah,
Yay.
she's there, my precious.
So much fun. It was so fun to see Roxanne's koi fish, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was
there's
cool.
not koi.
Oh, they were goldfish.
Goldfish.
Those were big goldfish,
They were
too.
cute.
Anyways.
All flowy.
It was in our dream class. She showed us. So we can write this letter to the person that might be causing you problems. And yes, so you write one letter a day. And you want to...
Well, you don't have to do it every day.
No. Oh, no. But they were just meaning you don't want to... to make it more powerful.
Yeah.
You don't want to write like 10 letters in one day. They were just saying, focus on one letter for that day.
Let's hope you don't need 10.
Yeah, hopefully it's just one
that would
or
be
none. But anyways, okay, so they were saying to pour your heart out, really come from the heart of how you feel. And you want to say how you want to be treated. And then the example they used was at an office or a work situation where a person would be talking to their boss and saying something like, why do you treat me so hatefully? I work hard, I do this. It comes from merit. They were saying you can come from anger if you want to, righteous anger and that type of thing. But if you're going to have the emotion, then they were suggesting that you also need to have it be with reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's kind of challenging, isn't it?
yes.
Because when your emotion's that high, it's challenging to have the reason. That's why it's really good to write down exactly how you feel. If you're angry, and then maybe in a week, read it and see how you feel, and then write another one. Might not be as angry.
Yes.
Might be more working towards what it is that the person wants with that other issue.
Yeah. And they were saying to really be yourself in the letter. Come from your heart of what you really feel,
Your
who
core.
you really are. Exactly. another thing that they said is that you can write it for somebody else. You can write it for each other. You know, the first person I thought of was, I want to write a letter, like for my mom, you know, and say to somebody in her life, okay, my dad.
Like, we don't know.
Oh, and they said, if you know the name, use the name, because you want it to be specific to that person. So I would say, you know, dear dad or whatever, you know, please do not be so hateful to mom, you know, Mary. She does so much for you. She treats you with kindness. She's so patient. Please treat her this way and this way and this way. Yes, say how you want to be treated. Say how you want this person to be treated.
Yeah.
And and so I thought that was really, really,
I do too.
Really cool. What else?
What's really powerful too that I found is to draw a circle and to put that information in the circle, because you're putting that protection around whatever you're writing, and it gives it more energy.
Yeah, and
purple will help a lot.
Yeah, and to make sure you put in there how you want to be treated.
Yeah,
not just, you know, why do you do this or that, but how you want it to manifest in a positive way.
Yeah,
which
how you want to rectify the issue.
Exactly. And then that takes us to the next second part about letters to the universe, which is something that we talk more about, which is the positive manifestation. When you want something to be created, you want to create something. They said that you can even write letters about yourself.
Oh yeah,
and not to be hard on yourself.
Well, that's what petitions are for. It's letters to the universe, which we do all the time, at least once a year, right?
Yes,
we do that at midnight.
Yes, what you want to create and have happen in your life. And yeah, it was really, really cool to know about this, because the universe gets this energy and helps to create it. Was there anything else that you could think of? Like,
I'm paying
letters
attention.
of the universe?
No, that's good.
Okay. All right. So,
yeah. So
that's
get writing.
Yeah.
There's so much we could write about.
Yeah, you know, even when
Dear Donald Trump.
We're going to have a lot of letters to write. But
please resign.
You know, even when I was thinking about letters about ourselves or to ourselves, it reminds me of affirmations. And that's what they were saying. Write not about the past. Write about what you're becoming.
And what you want
to, achieve.
And it's powerful, too.
Exactly.
It really is.
That's another thing they were saying, is that when you write it, you're invoking your power, that creative side of you, to create it.
It's coming through your spiritual DNA, out your superconscious, subconscious, and as your. That's why I wish to Asna, Mother God, that we can start teaching our kids to write again. I know the computer is the new thing.
Oh my gosh, I know.
But it's just so much more powerful whenever you write something.
Yes. You know, that's one of the neat things that you told me I didn't know.
Well, handwriting analysis. Well, I used to do it.
Yeah, it's so cool. You, Vera had told me, about how when we write, we use another part of our brain. And it's like, I love writing on paper. And I especially, ever since you told me that, I make sure when I'm writing for things. But yeah. So I think we need to bring that art back.
I do too. I really do.
Okay, Vera.
Oh, you ready?
If there's no questions coming over here.
Do you guys have any questions about letters to the universe?
I love this beautiful crystal ball.
I was going to say letter questions, but that's not for you. Okay, so we have Jessica Nyss, Nyss, NYSS.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not doing my job.
Dear universe, please make
Chrissy on the ball.
No, that's wrong. It should be over here. This one's always on the ball.
Jessica, let's find her.
Ouch.
Okay. I feel like we were in Hawaii today with
Roxanne, huh? That was
in Mexico with Elma, and down south with Sammy.
And Elma was saying that she's having electrical storms, remember?
Jessica. Yeah.
You could just read this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. I have an S-shaped birthmark on my right neck. What does it mean?
Your other right.
It's very prominent. Is it about my future or my past life?
Oh, guess what? Definitely past life.
Do tell.
Yeah. So in a previous life, past life, and it was in Philadelphia area, you were, I don't know, it just Philadelphia, it's brotherly love.
It's just coming.
Right? Yeah, that's what came. So you were blinded at birth, and it was an accident. It was not intentional, but the doctor that was delivering you used the wrong stuff to clean the eyes.
Oh, no.
Because he was drunk. He was having issues at home. His wife had died, and he was just drowning in sorrow. But he still wanted to help. He didn't do it out of malice, or it was just he was trying to deal with his wife's situation, and he was just missing her so much that he was going down, with still practicing medicine and doing that.
No.
But this was, I think, like, I can't remember. I didn't get a date, but it was a long time ago. Okay. That's all I can remember. I don't remember the time frame. You were blinded at birth by the doctor that was attending you. Your parents were very wealthy, but your father didn't want you. It was like, I'm not having that, because
she was blind.
Well, not only he just blinded her, but she burned her. She was burned. So she, it wasn't I guess, perfect sight to look at all the time. I mean, it wasn't the child's fault, right?
What a strong soul to have charted to go through something like
can you
that.
imagine? And this is what I'm talking about. This is how we chart experiences for ourselves, but also for others that are around us too. Don't forget that part. So the doctor took you in because he felt so bad. And they were childless. They didn't have children in that lifetime.
Wow.
So, because his wife was always sick, and yeah.
May I ask a question?
Maybe. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, her father didn't want her. Her blood father. What
her
about
biological father.
Thank you. What about her biological mother?
Well, she had to go with what the father was saying.
I see. So the doctor and his wife took her.
No, the wife was dead.
Oh, she was dead. I thought they were just having marital problems.
No.
She was gone.
She was dead.
I see.
Yeah. Because that's why he was drinking.
So he took her in?
He took her in, yeah, and just cared for her and gave her everything possible that he could give her so that she can function in life. He did extra. He would even go out of the country to find people to help her to manage herself.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that is so neat.
So he would, and then guess what? Whenever he had her, he couldn't drink. So she turned him around.
She
he needed her.
Just gives me the chills.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was. He turned around. He just made a complete turnaround and just devoted his life to her, and and helped her get around and be successful in her life. Yeah.
Wow, that is super neat.
Yeah, and she loved to dance, and he was always dancing with her. I remember that too. So so the S on your neck, on the right side of your neck, is he taught you in that lifetime how special you are.
Aww.
So he kept telling her over and over, "You're so special. You're special to me. You're this and that." So that's the S, is to remind you how special you are.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a story.
Yeah.
I can't wait for your book.
I know.
We got to write all this stuff. Keep it,
I even got Vermont Street. I don't even know if there's a
Vermont Street. Okay, Jessica.
Well, I don't know if there is one, but that's what I got.
But there might have been one. Maybe she can look in records.
She lived on Vermont Street.
That is
Isn't
super
that cool?
cool.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious now. I want to go look.
Yes, isn't that awesome? They saved each other. And so she put herself there for him to learn, as well as how she could get along and use her other senses. So that S is also to utilize all your senses, even though you have sight, even though we don't have issues with our ears, or not being able to speak. You still can utilize your other senses.
Wow.
Intuitive senses.
Yes.
Third ear senses. That kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Or taking away my notes senses. That helps my other senses to kick in because I don't have any notes to look at. But it worked.
But see, you did good, right?
Yeah.
And it's more conversational, like we did at the dream class.
Yeah, exactly.
I just love that dream class
me
to
too.
death. Yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah. So that was that for Jessica.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was so funny too. Chrissy and I went for a walk this morning, and I had told her previously because this woman lives and breathes SE. That's all she talks about.
Oh, it's kind of true.
So we'd go on walks, and it was, blah, blah, blah. And finally one day I went, can you just not talk about work?
Yeah.
Just on our walk.
At least on the walks.
And then it was very silent.
I'm like, okay, no talking.
Yeah, exactly. And this morning, she was doing really good. She said something at the beginning, and I thought, oh, God, here we go. But then we were getting around the corner from where I live, and I was thinking, dang, she did it. She didn't. And I went, oh, my God, 3, 2, 1. And right when I said 1, she started talking about work.
I got her mental memo.
Yeah, it was just, you had to be there.
Right on cue.
Yeah, it was bad. No, it was good bad.
That's
but it was funny. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have a question.
Okay.
Any past lives where the 3 of us were together, the soul tribe? What do you mean? The past lives where the 3... Who's the 3 of us? I don't understand who that is. We're together, the soul tribe. Either or. You mean like you and Chrissy and I, or all of the soul tribe? Is that what either or means? Do you understand the question?
Yes, that's the question.
Okay. All right. So let me see. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves. Okay.
Yeah, because there's actually been a lifetime where the beginning group, we were all together in a past life. And you know who you are. The ones that have been with us from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's for sure, for shizzle.
See? Hey, new word. I haven't heard that
It's
before.
not a new word,
For
Chrissy.
shizzle?
You have to come up with the times.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay. So, and those are like, a lot of them were Lemuria, things that, Civil War life. Mm-hmm. Actually, Lisa, you were in a Civil War life. Were we in a Civil War life?
Yes, but in the Civil War time, I didn't know you. You and Pam were in life together.
Oh, then it was with me. So, yeah.
I was a slave. But you were over there with Pam, and I don't know where I was, but
it was a Civil War life.
Yeah, it was during the Civil War times.
But you did we didn't know each other then that
No.
Okay.
My life was miserable. There, I said it.
Well, it wasn't all that great where we were either.
I don't remember.
Remember we took in all the soldiers?
Oh no, I know,
yeah.
but I don't remember in that
I'm
time.
telling her to remember. You always remember.
I know. I remember that one for you guys though.
Yeah.
I
So
don't think
yes,
we
you
met
were
that
you were
one.
in that life.
Maybe we knew each other.
Thank you, Roxanne. She said I was going gangster. Oh, gangsta. Yeah. Well, that's it. We took in, you were, God, who were you? Because Trexler and I were sisters, weren't we?
Maybe I did know you guys. All I remember is at the end of my life, I was just alone and sad.
Yeah.
And I was a person that had been a slave, and I was alone and sad. So I figured if I knew you, I would have had some happiness. Did I know
Well,
you?
I don't know. Maybe not. We'll have to ponder that one.
Yeah, that's interesting. You never know.
Because we took in a lot of people, not just soldiers from the Union. We also took in slaves that were running, to get them to a different place. So things like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you guys were part of the Underground Railroad?
No, not that good. We did what we could until we got caught.
Gotcha.
Until that, yeah. Then it was like...
You were killed by the other soldiers.
Yes, because we were helping. Yeah, but we were just trying to help anybody. We didn't turn away anyone.
Maybe my life...
Anybody. So you were there helping us, Lisa, to take care of all the people.
Yeah, because I was going to say maybe my slave life was before that. Maybe I was back in life around in the Civil War times. I don't know. That's one to ponder, like you said.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's cool, though. And like many of us have had that nun life together too.
Yeah, that's another one.
Several of our soul
So
tribe
we've all been together in one time or another.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even newbies.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
New
that's
friends
what's
are
drawing
coming.
them in.
So cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that energy of like, I think I know them, even though you don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. That is super cool.
That's what's so exciting about it. Because it's like you're there with people again that you knew you were with before.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering about Jessica and her doctor father in that life. I was like, I wonder if he's here with her. So she might think of somebody in her life that she feels.
Yeah,
that
he's not.
connection
He's not in.
Never mind.
Life. Yeah, I would have said. Yeah, because that's the first thing I thought of. No, he's on the other side helping her,
watching over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's a lot of times where you think, well, you know, this is my child, and I don't want my child to come into another life. I mean, they're our child for the time that we have them, but they may not be your child. They may be your brother or sister in a different lifetime, but it's still the same soul tribe.
Exactly.
You know? So you still have them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard because it's your children, like, they're mine.
That's hard.
Yeah. So.
Oh my
Hi,
gosh.
CR.
That's so interesting.
Sammy, you were there.
See?
With a favorite celebrity. You know what? We had to have a past life with Matt Damon.
I know.
Remember?
Yes. Oh, this is interesting.
Know what past life, but every time when we first started, well, not first started.
It's been almost, even before we were doing videos,
Yeah. He's been there whenever I was on the other side with Angus.
Yeah, in the sessions.
Yeah,
in
trances.
Yes, because
we have an audience all the time.
Yeah, she sees this audience on the other side, and Matt Damon has been there.
Well, not all the time, but
he was there several times in the beginning.
And then we're like going, what the heck is he doing there?
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Yeah. But I don't know what past life, I haven't thought about it. It's usually, I don't really like to, well, I shouldn't say I don't like to, I just don't look at my past lives.
But sometimes they come out.
Yeah.
Like today with Lemuria.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Sammy and I had a life in Lemuria.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we come up with that?
Dream
she was a
class.
dream. That's
Dream
right.
Class.
Yeah, wasn't that dream class awesome?
Yeah, it was.
I know I keep saying it, but I had
it
so
was
much
so
fun, you
much
guys.
fun. Yeah, because it was like
Alma.
It was like having you
Sammy?
right with us.
Yeah,
super neat.
And it was just like conversational.
Mm-hmm.
More than a class.
Yeah, that's a lot more fun.
Yeah, it is. It's more intimate, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're welcome. It was so much fun. I know I'll stop. But it was.
Yeah. Well, like to your point, whenever we do events that are, or classes that are intuitional, like how do you say
intuitive,
and then that way it's like you just go with whatever comes up, and then it's much more. It's conducive to infusion and whatever messages you're supposed to get.
I learned that
at
SBHTC. I learned that at the Hypnosis Training Center because I had set what I wanted to, like the syllabus and all that, and gave it to the people before
and my notes
and notes and everything, and then I would change it, and it would drive some students nuts because they were college graduates, and it was like,
you're like,
says,
wait a minute,
it says right here,
exactly.
Right, Sammy? It was mostly your class too.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. That was cool. All right. Well, if there's no more questions, we can let you guys go. We don't want to.
I know. We hope you enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good weekend.
Remember tonight.
Yes. Hold on when you feel
Early
the tremor.
evening. We talked about it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. That Mars and in Aries. That's going to be fun. Thank you, CR. We love you too. He loves our, or they love our, I shouldn't say he. I think peace and light.
Yay.
Stay enlightened.
Love you all. Oops.
Oopsie.